Rose, Thrush latest big-name journalists caught in sex scandals, and other media disasters. Where do we begin? With journalists covering the sex scandals rocking politics? Or with the sex scandals rocking journalism? Journalists came out looking bad in both. Journalists dominated the sex harassment discussion not for their reporting, but for their own alleged actions. CBS and PBS dumped veteran liberal journalist Charlie Rose, and the New York Times suspended anti-Trump reporter Glenn Thrush. Media outlets are devoting tremendous resources to investigating their colleagues and competitors, wrote The Hill's Jonathan Easley. The Washington Post broke the Rose story. It began, 8 women have told The Washington Post that longtime television host Charlie Rose made unwanted sexual advances toward them, including lewd phone calls, walking around naked in their presence, or groping their breasts, buttocks or genital areas. Rose's 45-year career came to a crashing end. The fall of the reliably liberal journalist became the lead story on the morning news show he had hosted. The left-wing site Vox did a similar, scathing takedown of Thrush, who joined the Times after covering the presidential campaign. Writer Laura McGann detailed her encounter with Thrush and added details from others, from unwanted groping and kissing to wet kisses out of nowhere to hazy sexual encounters that played out under the influence of alcohol. Each woman described feeling differently about these experiences: scared, violated, ashamed, weirded out. I was angry. Vanity Fair followed with speculation on Thrush's future, noting how one source said that high-level Times figures are torn about whether Thrush should keep his job. The scandal is taking a toll on other outlets. NPR's David Folkenflik described his network as being in chaos. He wrote that the network finds itself confronted by a series of dispiriting developments: a CEO on medical leave, a chief news executive forced out over sexual harassment allegations, the sudden resignation of a board chairman, fresh complaints over inappropriate behavior by colleagues, and a network roiled by tensions over the treatment of its female workers. 2. Sex harassment coverage also bad. It was almost impossible to keep up with the sexual misconduct allegations against politicians this week: Senator Al Franken, D. Mine; President Bill Clinton; Representative John Conyers, D. Mitch; and Representative Joe Barton, R. Texas, were the most prominent. Franken had new allegations of groping, which resulted in yet another apology. That as his third. PBS dropped him from a special honoring comedian David Letterman, who also had his own issues with sexual misconduct. Even the Post observed Franken's era on Saturday Night Live was full of jokes disparaging women. Yet Franken has his defenders. Joy Behar of The View called his actions odd and careless. Then she linked the issue to President Trump, like most stories these days. If Franken has to resign, then Trump needs to resign, she told viewers. Co-host Sunny Hostin defended Clinton as well. I mean, if we were talking about Bill Clinton, he paid the price, she said. The timing was odd since the Daily Mail reported on new allegations against Clinton that day. Bill Clinton is facing explosive new charges of sexual assault from 4 women, according to highly placed Democratic Party sources and an official who served in both the Clinton and Obama administrations, wrote Ed Klein. Conyers secretly settled a sexual harassment claim with a staffer in 2015, The Hill reported. Yet, ABC and CBS downplayed that scandal. Release of a nude photo of Barton made the political scandal bipartisan. The Washington Post treated him as the bad guy for trying to stop publication of the photo. Given the media hue and cry about revenge porn, this seemed oddly political. Reporter Mike Debenis begged people on Twitter to send him dirt on Barton. If you were inappropriately propositioned by Barton, we'd like to hear your story, he posted.